Passion, the fire within. Let's talk about it today in Car Chats with Robert. Hi guys, this is Robert Rivera with the Rivera Trading Group in association with Trend Trading Academy. And today I want to talk to you about passion. Passion is that fire that keeps you going when things are not working right. It's also the thing that fuels your work ethic. That was my last video on work ethic, and I ended that video talking about how perhaps the very first thing that you need to have is a passion, because without the passion, you won't develop the work ethic. I mean, who wants to work at something that we're not excited and passionate about, right? So I figured let me talk about passion, and there are three components that I want to talk about. All these videos I keep real short, so there's more to talk about when it comes to passion. But let's talk about these three, okay? Number one is a big dream. You have to have a big dream. There's a quote by Goethe that says, "Dream no small dreams, for they have not the power to move the hearts of men." And I think that is so true. You know, if your goal is to get $50 a month so that you can pay the phone bill, for example, you already know you can do that. That's not something that's gonna fuel you. You're gonna get that $50 somehow, okay? But if instead you're thinking about $50,000 or $500,000, of course now you run into the whole thing about whether you believe you can get it or not. But my point is, it has to be big to drive you. It has to be big that you can, how can I say? It will make you move through the inevitable times that are going to be low times, okay? So basically you have to define, what do you want? You have to define what is it that you want. Now, in this, I want to ask my students and anybody who's watching, please take the time to develop this. Take the time to think through the things that you wanted when you were younger. The things that you wanted when there was a time when you didn't believe there were any limits to what you could do. Go back to that. Write it down. I don't care if you don't believe it yet or not. Write it down. Write it down and just in as much detail as possible what it is that you want, okay? And then we'll go about developing the necessary tools to get you there. But first, you have to have that big dream. Without a big dream, you won't do what is necessary. Okay, that's number one. Number two, vision. You got to see yourself there. That's what I meant by making it detailed. When you make a dream very detailed, you are conjuring up memories. You are engaging your imagination. You are beginning to put yourself there when you are imagining those things. See yourself in those clothes that you would like to have. See yourself driving that car that you want to drive. See yourself in that house that you want to live in. And all those things are materials, right? And I can hear my Christian brothers and sisters saying, isn't that going to make you a materialistic person? Not really. Not really. If your heart is towards God, if your passion is primarily towards God, then none of this is going to affect you in a negative way. It's going to just simply drive you towards the thing that you're after. Believe me, without it, you cannot make it. There's no chance in this, okay? There's a design that God put in place where he put in us a homing beacon, a GPS, that whatever it is that we desire, okay, then we go after, we get there. Okay, when he was talking to the children of Israel about freedom, what did he say? I want you free so you can worship me. No, he told them, I want to give you a land of milk and honey. I want to bring you to a land of prosperity. I want to give you wealth. This is in Deuteronomy chapter 8. It talks about giving you the power to create wealth. All he wants is to remember that it was him who gave us the power to do so. He's not jealous of any of that. Okay, he owns all of it. If the streets of heaven are made of gold, come on, come on, okay? So you have to have the vision. You have to see yourself there. If you can't see yourself there, you're not going to persist, okay? So make the vision clear and see yourself wearing that ring, driving that car, living in that house. If what drives you is giving to people, then see yourself writing that check for $50,000 to the charity that you want to give to. Okay, if you want to help your church, for example, see yourself writing a $50,000 tithe check. Okay, there is no reason why you can't have it. There's absolutely no reason why you cannot have it. God is not up there trying to figure out who's going to give it to and who's not. No, You can have it. He's giving you the power to create wealth. That is in our scriptures, and that's for anybody who believes it, okay? Number 3, tenacity. This is the ability to stick to something until you see it through. Now, tenacity is absolutely necessary, okay? Life is going to hit you hard. When you're going after something that is big, that is unusual, that is not common, that most people don't have, life is going to test you. Life is going to test you. It's going to throw you curve after curve after curve. You're going to blow an account. You're going to blow 2 accounts. You're going to blow 5 accounts. Okay, I think the biggest lesson on tenacity I learned from my father. My father taught me how to play chess at 8 years of age. Okay, he bought a game for me. He told me when I got home from school that day, he was going to teach me. We played that first game, and he let me tie, right? He let me go into a draw. From that moment on, from 8 years old until 15, and we played almost daily, he did not let me win once. Not one time did he let me win. But something was born in me. Something in that process was born in me. Instead of quitting, there was something born in me that was like, you know what? I'm going to beat him. I am going to beat him. And I just basically built my belief and built my practice and built my skill, and it took me only 7 years. Only 7 years it took me to finally beat him. But I remember that moment vividly. I remember how on that day, I had a vision of getting that trophy. We were in a tournament. I had a vision of getting that second place trophy, which is what we were fighting for, he and I. And I saw myself holding it. And I said to myself, I am going to focus only on the board. I'm not going to let anything distract me. Anybody's talking, I'm not going to look at them. If anything goes by, I'm not going to look at them. I'm going to just keep stick with my eyes on the board, which again goes back to vision and having that dream. It kind of builds that tenacity right into you, okay? But tenacity, bottom line, is that work ethic that I was talking about before also, is that you keep at it. You keep at it. You keep at it. You don't give up. The biggest thing to do that, though, that's going to keep you doing that is your big dream, okay? So I'm going back to that. It's your big dream. You have to have something that drives you, whether it is to take care of your family, whether it's just getting tired. You're just tired of hearing your boss say you cannot have your raise. If you're just tired of having your boss telling you what to do on the days that you don't want to do it. You're just tired of not being able to be free to get to your family the things that you want to give them. That you can't go on vacation to the places that you want to take your family to. That you can't buy for your children the clothes. That you can't get them the education that they deserve because you don't have the finances for it. Okay? You have to have that big dream. And I'm saying all of this, guys. I'm not saying all of this because I am attaining them. I'm saying this because you can do this. You can have them. This is one avenue. I mean, perhaps you can't have other skills that I have. Perhaps you can't have the education that I have. But you can do this Forex thing. You can absolutely do this Forex thing. And I'm fired up about it, telling you about it, because I know you can. And I want you to believe that you can. I want you to know in your gut of guts that the dream that you draw on that piece of paper, you can have it. And you can have it if you develop that vision. And you can have it if you have that tenacity. So, I want to encourage everybody at the sound of my voice, okay? I don't care where you are today. I don't care where you are in the world today. Forex will give you the opportunity to get anything that you want. So dream a big dream. Write it down. Make it detailed and make up your mind. Make the decision that you're going to get it. Make up your mind that you're going to get it, that you're not going to let anything get in your way. I'm going to add a little clip here from Will Smith talking about making that decision that might inspire you, okay? And I'll come back to close this. See you in a minute.
Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
Hi guys, I'm back. Like Will Smith says in that video, just decide. Just decide what is it that you want, okay? What is it that you're going after? Figure out what kind of person you have to become to get it and go for it. Like he says, the universe is going to get out of the way. I think God intends that everything moves out of your way when you're going after what you desire. When the scripture tells us that the gates of hell will not prevail against us, I believe anything that it is holding that is ours, okay? The scripture says that the wealth of the wicked is stored for the righteous. That means if you're a righteous person, the wealth of the wicked is stored for you. It is waiting for you to go get it. And the gates of hell were not going to prevail against you moving forward to go get it. Now, it's going to resist you. It is going to resist you. Again, I don't know how to explain it. It's like this unknown, ethereal thing. It's like this invisible wall that's in your way. But you just press against it. You press against it. You press against it. You say, get out of my way. This is mine. I'm going after it. You keep that vision clear. You make that dream so clear that it burns in you. You can't wait to get back to work at it. Okay? That fuel has to be there because life is going to resist you. Okay? And then, like Will says in that video, once it knows, whatever that thing is, once it knows that you're not going anywhere, it moves out of your way. And all of a sudden, like Napoleon Hill says, all of a sudden, money starts coming out of everywhere, and you wondered, where was it all this time? You know, it just starts dropping on you. It starts flowing. Rivers of money starts flowing on you. You know, I'm not in the rivers of money yet, but there's a fountain. I got a nice little fountain going on right now. And that fountain is growing, all right? Now, it started with barely a trickle, okay, guys? It started with barely a trickle, and sometimes nothing was coming out, and I was losing money. But now the money is coming, okay? And I have a greater vision for what's coming also because of it. But I had the vision from the start. I had the dream and the vision from the start, okay? And one of my passions, by the way, one of my passions is leading others and helping others to get to this point, okay? I know there's tons of people that just with the money that I'm making right now will be free from their job. Will be free. They'll be able to dedicate their time to their family, to whatever cause it is that they desire to do, okay? Because it's really not about the money, guys. It's about what the money gives you the ability to do, right? Money buys your time. Think about it. Right now, you're exchanging $40, 40 hours a week or more at work for money so you can enjoy your time. But in that world, you have to invest time to get that money. And so you're for the great majority of the people, they're going to spend most of their life working, okay? And very little with their family and the things that they really want, okay? And maybe they'll have a lifetime vacation, what they call it, a lifetime vacation, right? Once in a lifetime vacation to go do for one time the thing that they want to, the thing that they've longed for their whole lives, okay? That does not have to be you. Let everybody else do that if that's what they want to do. Perhaps there are people who are happy with their job and they love that security, and which I don't believe there's anything such a thing as security in a job as this coronavirus has showed us. If you're not the boss of your business, if you're not the boss, there's no such thing as security in a job, in a paycheck, because somebody else control it. If they sign your paycheck, then they can also stop signing it. Okay, so. But there's some people who truly enjoy their work. They truly enjoy what they do for a living, and they don't mind being in that circumstance. That's fine, okay? But that does not have to be you. If you have bigger dreams of what you want to do, and you want to be ready, and you want to be ready for the next crisis that is coming, okay? Don't think that this coronavirus is an anomaly. Like no, this happens frequently. This kind of economic upheaval happens frequently, and we have to be ready so that when this stuff happens, we are expanding. We're not shrinking. Do you know that the wealthy people of the world at this time right now are expanding their business while others are shrinking and losing? Okay, they're expanding because they're in a position to expand because things get real cheap when there's an economic crisis. That can be you when the next economic crisis come. Be ready now. I have said so much already. I'm ranting now. Okay, guys, this is much longer than I expected. This is Robert Rivera with the Rivera Trading Group in association with Trend Trading Academy. And I hope that you're receiving value from the content that you're seeing. And if so, please like, comment, and subscribe. Above all things, remember, you can do this. Develop your big dream and go after it. God bless you.